reminded you that we're also in the Atlantic hurricane season, and it's about the time I want to say good morning to our friends that we just joined us on television. That's GBN's Channel 7, those in Channel 7 and Channel 11, Channel 20 if you're in cable. And again, those of you that's viewing the broadcast via the World Wide Web at www.gbn.gd or via our YouTube page or our Facebook channel. I'm Joseph Cadore, and welcome to the televised edition of the Mid-Morning Buzz. It is Wednesday, and as we do every Wednesday, we head down to the Wireman's house, where there's always something exciting happening. And we're going to link up now with Chris and Lady Duncan and the rest of the team on the inside. Good morning to you, my wonderful folks inside of the Wireman's house. What's popping?
Good morning, Joe. We hearing pretty. You've been coming and going, so we're not hearing you too clearly.
Well, if you're coming and going, I'm hearing you 100% hunky-dory. You're coming across as clear as the government's position on COVID.
Yeah.
That's how clear I'm hearing you. As clear as the government's position on COVID, that you should do what you have to do to keep safe.
I'm hearing you now. But as I said, been coming and going. So
you probably may have just ordered some new equipment, because I know at the Wireman's house you do have offer a catalog service. So you probably must have just installed the new equipment that you ordered. The new equipment you ordered from maybe wherever you ordered it, or maybe it's part of the new Yato product line. I don't know. You tell me. Good morning, Lady Duncan. How are you?
I'm good, Joe. Good morning to you as well.
So, what's the good news inside the Wireman's house today? Somebody talk to me.
So, good morning to everyone who is tuned in via radio, television, and all social media platforms. We just want to say a pleasant good morning, and we trust that everyone is doing okay. So, this week, we just want to inform our listeners and viewers as to what we have in house at the moment. So for those of you in search of floodlights and weatherproof spot fixtures, we have them available here. Solandi will go into a little bit more details.
Yes.
Talk to me, Chris.
Good morning to each and everyone. As Ms. Duncan said, to the listeners, the viewers, and everybody who's visiting on social media as well, right? As Ms. Duncan says, so we are doing floodlights, different types of fixtures, lamp holders today, right? So we have different types of LED floodlights, okay? Mm-hmm. I have two types today. All right, so as you can see here, this is a LED floodlight, right? So this is basically a SMD floodlight. Okay. Now, if you're wondering what is SMD, right? It means surface mounted diode. Okay. Now, some LED lights you might see like little bulbs, right, inside of them. Mm-hmm. Now, this I don't know if you can see. Now you're seeing some like a little chip inside.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the surface mounted diode. Okay, it's more compact than you see in the ones with the little like the little light bulbs inside. This is more compact. It's more like a chip. All right. So this is what it means, surface mounted diode.
Okay. Okay.
It is the lighting inside, as you can see here. Right. It's surface.
The question is also going to be the first question people are going to ask in terms of its efficiency. How much more efficient is it than against the others?
Yes, it's more efficient. You'll get a much better lighting compared to the older type of the LED fixtures or LED bulbs, right? So you'll get a more brighter use of the fixtures.
While you're there though, Chris, maybe let's take the opportunity just to educate the general public, because we don't want to assume that everybody that's listening today, that they listen to us all the time. So while we're in the conversation of LED, maybe let's just take the next few minutes to educate the general public. And when we say LED, what is LED lights? What is the advantages of LED lights? And maybe just what are some of the different types of lights that is out there? And let's talk about the trend as to where we're going, relighting.
Okay. Well, the LED is basically designed to use less energy, right? So apparently, let's say we had the energy saving bulbs, right? So the LED is, let's say, a advanced lighting system to the energy saving. Yes, you can use the energy saving bulbs, it can help you save energy, right? But the LED will take it up to a different level of saving energy, right? It helps some people definitely use the incandescent fixture or the halogens, right? This is an old traditional type of bulb. Now that use a lot of energy. Yeah, a lot of energy. And sometimes Joe, when rain fall, they see a lot of insects and flies circling around, the bulbs. Why? Because it generates heat.
Right.
Yeah?
Correct.
That is why the insects is drawn to the heat. So you'll see a lot of this. So if you're wondering why the insects is, circling along the lights and stuff, because they're drawn to the heat. Now, you will also get some heat from the energy saving one as well, but not as much as the regular, the incandescent and the fluorescent. Okay. Now, the LED, you will not get that amount of heat. Yeah, that's basically get like a lukewarm feeling.
Right.
Yeah. You can have a LED on for the whole entire day. Yeah, and you will still be able to touch it.
So there's a number of advantages there, so that I'm seeing why you should go LED. So one, you are using less energy, and just to put it into context, when you receive a bill from Grenlec, they charge you per kilowatts. So that's what you do when you put on a light, you use the device. It uses it, and it is measured in watts. So it means the more energy that you're using, the greater the kilowatts, the higher your bill.
Yes.
So in short, when we go LED, we go energy saving, because these devices, they use less energy. It means you're getting billed less by Grenlec, and by default, you are paying less.
Yes, some people might say, you know what? Okay, I have LED at my home, right? But I'm not seeing a big difference. Yeah. Right. So you have to remember, you have other appliances. Now you have to pay very attention of how fluent or how frequently that you're using these other appliances. Yeah. So let's say sometimes in a home you have a for instance transformer. Yeah. If you're not using that transformer, unplug it.
Right.
Yeah. That will help you. If you're not using any appliances at all, just unplug it, switch it off. Because at the end of the month, right, once you start doing these things, you'll never see a big difference. Not only compared to switching to LED, but I'll see a big difference of using the different appliances and not using the different appliances if it's not in use.
And I guess for the challenge would be as well, because most people in the back of their mind, they are aware that the LED is much brighter. It uses less power. Some people are tempted to leave it running for a longer period of time, because they're telling themselves, okay, normally if I wouldn't have my lights on all day, but because it's LED, and is using less energy, they leave it running longer, which means at the end of the day, you have to make a calculated effort. Listen, yes, while it is LED, while it uses less energy, let's say per hour, but if you decide to leave your lights on all day now, all of a sudden, then you're not really helping your circumstances. So I think when it comes to the issue of LED managing the resources, and the question of efficiency, it has to be a determined effort where you decide, as you said, maybe changing the lighting, changing the appliances, some of the appliances that you have, and it may just be you have to make a conscious decision. Listen, I want to save some more money.
Yes. Also, Joe, there's a lot of people, sometimes they at a rush to leave the house and they may forget, oh gosh, I forget to take off the light.
Right.
I forget to take off the light. Some of these options, we have different options. Or if you're one of some of these people, right? So we have this floodlight here. Now this is also built in with a motion sensor.
Right.
This is built in with a motion sensor. Now this light will basically comes on due to motion.
Right.
Yeah. Due to motion. So if anybody pass within the yard, anything pass, it would actually comes on. Yeah. Now the thing about this now you can switch it as well if you want to put it on to the day or night.
Right.
Yeah. So basically it will just be off in the night and comes on, be on in the night and come off in the day.
And is that because it has a clock on it, or it measures the amount of light?
Okay, so this is the sensor, as you can see here.
Right. Okay.
Now, if you look below, I'm not sure if you can see, and also the viewers, right, and the listeners, right. So we have a motion sensor. Okay, it looks like a eyeball.
Right.
And underneath that motion sensor, we have some knobs. So we have 3 knobs here. This is actually to control the sensor. Okay.
Right.
Now this is how long you want it, how bright, if you want it to night or day mode. So you have this different dials here. So as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3 dials here. So this is basically to control the sensor.
Right. No, I understand that. What I was asking though, whether or not the sensor as it is, because you said you can switch it. So I was asking whether or not it has a clock to it, or whether or not it is one of those it is the sensor itself that determines the volume of light on around you. So it comes on automatically.
Yes, it comes on automatically.
Yeah, because the reason why I asked that, I know there are persons that I've actually heard they have made purchase of those sort of devices, and they're there. Outside gets a bit overcast, and the light comes on, and they start fretting. Well, I thought it's supposed to come on in the night. So these are the ones that it measures the volume of light that there is.
Now, that one that you are talking about, actually, Joe, right? That is what we call a dusk to dawn. Okay? Now, that dusk to dawn basically is to design to when outside is dark, it comes on. Yeah? And when it's light, when it's bright, it will be basically automatically switch off.
So what happens if outside becomes overcast?
If outside becomes overcast, it will come on.
Okay,
it
right.
will come on.
Right.
Because they get dark.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
It get dark. Once outside is clear up, it will switch off again.
Okay. So.
Yeah. So that one is what we call a photocell.
Okay.
Or a dusk to dawn. Okay. We also have them as well. Yeah. And we also have it as well. Now this one, you cannot really see the dusk to dawn, right? So basically it's built in. Yeah, it's built in within the lights, so you can't really see it. So now they're making it a lot compact, a lot easy to manage.
These lights, though, Chris and Lady Duncan, is it prescribed for residential purposes or commercial, or is it for both?
It can go both ways. Mainly, security purposes. So
Right.
you might have your home, you have a big yard, you might want to put up one. So it's mainly for security purposes. And if you have you have the park, the floodlights, by the playing field, they also use them as well to get that bright light thing.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, just for the
for the garden as well, the flower garden. Some people use it as well.
Okay.
To give it a nice little light, and some people use. So basically, it's also weatherproof.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can actually upstand the weather, the sun, the rain, so it's pretty weatherproof.
Can you also adjust the sensitivity levels of the motion sensor?
No, on the photocell, the duster on, no, you cannot.
Right, because the reason why I ask it, I know at home I had one of the motion sensor light, and boy, I'm living right on the main road. When dog pass, light coming on. Cat pass, light coming on, and it used to be a frustration.
Yes, now with that one now, the photocell, right, and the motion sensor is two different things. Yeah. The motion sensor is basically designed to detect motion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Photocell is basically to design to come on dusk or dawn, night or day.
Okay.
Now, as you were saying, if you're having that problem, Joe, you can also, so we come back to these three knobs.
That adjusts the sensitivity level. Okay.
That's correct.
Right, and that's what.
Yeah, so,
And that's what I wanted us to make sure that we can tell the listeners, because I know from my experience, it can be a bit frustrating until I had to adjust it a bit so that it isn't that sensitive. So what I did with mine is I adjusted it so that it reduced on the sensor on the radius.
Yeah.
So you had to come directly under it, which means you have to be in the yard itself instead of just within the area. So at least I'm happy that's at least we have at least cleared that up. What else are you offering us today?
All right, so also what we have, right? We have our single and waterproof
Double waterproof fixtures.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and Joe, this was highly requested. A lot of people have been calling and asking about these fixtures, and I'm proud to say that we have them right now available at the Wireman's house. And they are quite affordable. We also have them in this type as well, the aluminum type. So if you're looking for a grip finish, this is perfectly fine. Right, so for those of you who are looking for weatherproof spot fixtures, both double and single, we have them available right here at the Wireman's house.
Andrew, to add to that as well, I know we have a lot of people is living to the sea coast. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they may not want this one. It's more like a hard plastic or rubber.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, as I said, the aluminum one is pretty good for the sea blast. Yeah. So if you live in close to the sea, the coastal area, the aluminum one will work pretty good for you, right? That it could upstand to the sea blast, the salt. It wouldn't rust or anything. As I said, it's aluminum. Yeah. So it'll last a lot longer than the regular types.
Okay. It's exactly 11:30 within the studios of Classic 105.5, 105.9, and GBN Television. In case you're just joining us, we're here with the team from the Wireman's house, and we're going through some of the the energy efficient equipment that is available, lighting equipment, fixtures, that is available at the Wireman's house. I know, Chris, one thing we always talk about that is available at the Wireman's house is that of discounts. And we're living in a time when we know cash is king. But because of people's reduced spending power, they're always interested in knowing not just about the price itself. It doesn't matter what price you give me, I want a discount anyway. And I know at the Wireman House there's always, well, if not at all, but I know you do offer a general discount, do you?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. You know, we always try. You know, not only of giving discount, but we always try to make sure that our customers is comfortable shopping at the Wireman's house. Yeah, as I said, I'm a friendly staff, customer service, you know, listening to wonderful music, you know, a very cool atmosphere. You know, so we try to make sure that everybody is comfortable. Yeah, if even service from this, as I said, from discounts, giveaways, you know, that's basically shopping at the Wireman's house. You know, we try to go that extra mile.
Shopping at the Wireman's house is your one-stop shopping experience. And for those of you who probably you joined us for the first time and you're hearing the name Wireman's house, and you're probably thinking reasonably that they cater just for electrical supplies. Chris, that is history. That's once upon a time and a long time ago.
Yeah. As I say, you know, when you stand up a story, you go once upon a time, right?
Right.
Yeah, but it's not once upon a time no more at the Wireman's house. Guys, you know, we cater for everybody here at the Wireman's house, right? From not only from electricians, plumbers, carpenters, masonry, mechanics, you know, anybody in that field, you know, the AC and refrigeration, you know, we do all our household. We cater for everybody here at the Wireman's house. You know, so guys, so you need to make here your one-stop shop. You know, don't be like, it have some people, Joe, you know, they'll pass us by, go way down the road.
Right.
You know, they didn't get it. Oh, they're looking, they're running over, they come here and they see that what we have. Yeah. They said, oh my gosh, I should have come here first. So guys, make the Wireman's house the first choice of everything. Not, as I said, not only, you know, electrical, we have plumbing, we have lights, we have different things available at the Wireman's house.
It probably might be a good thing when a customer goes elsewhere and then they come to you. It would make for good referral, because now they're not just shopping because the Wireman's house is the only place that they know. They're shopping at the Wireman's house because they've made a consultative, they've made a determined decision that this is where I want to shop because of the value that I get, the quality of the products, the great customer service. They could safely say, I tried everybody else and they failed. And so, here am I.
You know, and also some of the service that we provided as well, Joe. You know, I don't think that you will get that. Well, I know you wouldn't get that nowhere else. Yeah, where if you see something, and we don't have it, if you want something, right, and we do not have it, you know, we will try to source it for you. Yeah, we will take care of everything else. All you have to do is just show up and collect. Yeah.
And and you're referring there to the catalog service.
Yeah, the catalog service and the special ordering as well.
Catalog service, special ordering is what they do at the Wireman's house. Anything that you need, it doesn't matter where it is. It could be in Timbuktu, on the furthest part of the universe. The Wireman's house is more than able to source it for you.
Try to get it.
You definitely try to. Your hours of operation, Chris.
Okay, from Monday to Thursday, we are open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Fridays, we are open from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. On Saturdays, we are open from 8 p.m. to 1 p.m. You know, if you're trying to contact us, you can reach us on 443-5577 or 449-5577. You can can also email us at thewiremanshouse@gmail.com. Not forgetting we do free deliveries within St. George's and also custom orders here. As I always say, make the Wireman's House your one-stop shop. And guys, COVID protocols, please adhere, wash your hands, wear your mask, and let us try and maintain our 6 feet distances. If we want to get past this, we have to adhere to the protocols.
Well, not just the 6 feet. Try to avoid going into crowded places as much as possible, which is another advice. Because this is not a time for you to say I'm leaving home to go on Lyman Town. I don't even know why I want to leave home to go Lyman Town. Like seriously, seriously. Folks, it's a time for us to be responsible. It is just the prudent thing to do. Listen, stay home unless your bed. If your bed wet, then you need to go to one of the appliance companies. Maybe they need to come to you to get. Maybe all they may probably need you if the house getting wet. You know what they call it again? The flash ban. You guys do sell? You sell flash ban?
No. Apparently, no. We don't sell flash ban. We don't have flash bans. Yes.
Yeah. Maybe that's all they need.
We have a roof patch.
You have a roof patch. So they either get flash ban if they like it old school, or get a roof patch from you guys in case the house wet.
It's basically like a silicone.
Okay.
A silicone based form there. Yeah.
You see what? You have to forgive me. I old school, eh? Yeah, everything I old school. That's what I know. It's about 22 minutes on to the hour of 12 o'clock. Reminding you at the top of the hour, it's going to be the midday edition, the production of our news and current affairs department. Remind you, check the folks at the Wireman's House on the Woodlands Main Road. You can't miss them. You can't miss them at all. Give them a call, 443-5577, or you can WhatsApp them at 449-5577. Check them out via the social media platform. And if you keep in mind there's a special item that you need that you can't find anywhere, but you've seen it and you heard that it is some part of the universe that is too far for you to get, then that's when you make a little trek into the Wireman's House and they are going to sort it out for you. Thank you, folks. It is always a pleasure being with you. Reminding you guys, CPL action hits the GBN from this Thursday. You don't want Chris, which is your team?
Say again?
Which team are you backing in the CPL? Okay, don't lie. Once you start balling, I'm like that. It's going to follow by a lie. Duncan, which is your team?
Say that again?
Which team are you backing in the CPL?
She backing whoever win. She backing whoever win, and that's my team.
You two are just pathetic.
My team basically.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, you're treating to the bone. Yeah, we know. Yeah. We know you love Grenada. You love the spices and the warmth, but when it comes to the sports, you have a natural bias. Yeah. You are treating to the bone. Okay, we understand.
Yeah.
Well, the opening matches against the Warriors, the boys from down in the jungle. I know they're going to sort you all out. I know they're going to sort you all out.
No, but don't worry about these Knights.
Well, I heard the Knights, when they last made it down to the jungle, they ended up with jungle fever. Anyway, guys, all the best. It's always a pleasure being here with you guys. Remember you folks, check out the Wireman's House, your one-stop shop for everything you need, whether it's for major construction or just minor repairs, or you're probably just looking to, upgrade, get some appliances on the inside. Check them out every day, Mondays to Saturdays. All the best, guys. You take care.
And Joe.
Hey.
Joe.
Hey.
Before you go, I also want to tell my colleague here, happy advance birthday greeting. Yeah.
And the birthday is when?
Tomorrow.
Well, I have to remember that. I have to remember that when I'm on. Okay. I will take a mental note on a piece of paper.
A piece of paper.
Yeah, taking a mental note on a piece of paper with the help of my cell phone.
All right.
All the best to you. Happy birthday in advance to you, my dear.
Thank you, Joseph.
It's about 18 minutes on to the hour. For those of you that is on television, we're getting ready to send you back to studio control for return to your regular programming. For those of you that is on radio, we take a quick